Constructor is a special method whose name is same as that of class name. Constructor or Java automatically used in the constructor is a special method whose name is same as that of class name. Types of constructor: parameterized constructor, private parameterized constructor, default constructor, and public constructor. Constru- cons- a block of codes in that of the including and the concatenative method of the block of the constructor is a mm, parent class into child class. Constructor is a special method whose name as that of class name. Mm, class name as that of implementations of the implementation of the constructor is the whose name is the parent of the child class. Child class child class. Java constructor is a whose name as that of a class name parent into child class. Mm, parent of the child class. Constructor whose the object of the creation of the constructor. For example, compile time the example of to parent into the child class. Parent into child class. uh, the constructor cannot be used for the cannot be used for parameterized constructor and default constructor that initialize the constructor and the state of the constructor. And during of object creation and the static is a keyword in the Java. Static is the occurs when the subclass into subclass superclass and the subclass. Class can have the same method as the parent same method as the parent class. Mm, Constructor is the parent class into the child class. Subclass provide the particular of the child class. Uh, Constructor is a special method whose name is that of the parent class into the child class. Constructor is a special method whose name is that of class name. Class name. Constructor is the parameterized constructor, default constructor, and the private constructor. Constructor is the object of the creation of the constructor. Constructor is the method is the method of the constructor and the whose name as though that of the special types of functional constructor. Constructor is the create and the object of create and the object create and the object of the class. Mm, and constructor is the parameterized constructor container class panel of the constructor. Constructor is the block of the code of the constructor. A blank of the special types of the method in the within your significantly of the waiting for we find of the object creation of the constructor as the oops concept of the Java. Object oriented and the object creation of the constructor is the within your implementation of the graphical user interface and the graphical user interface of the constructor. Constructor is the configure programming and the software throughout the fundamental of the entities. Constructor is the parameterize and the parameterize and the default constructor. Default constructor is the default